Then maybe tell us why we are here.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. This is a Tricky Comedy Circuit press conference, and we're here because of our gig, which is coming through, or else it's happening tonight at Nairobi Cinema Auditorium, and I'm here with my fellow comedians from East and Central Africa who have traveled all the way to come and support this big dream that we're launching today. So from there, now we may talk.
Maybe we can hear from them for a small introduction.
So yes, so we can let them introduce themselves.
Yes.
Okay. Tuanze wapi? Let's start from the extreme right here.
Yeah, thank you.
This gentleman.
Yeah. I'm Japhet, and as I have said earlier, because you were showing us that you're the owner, going stuff, But I'm very happy to be here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
So I'm very happy because my brother was in Rwanda recently. He was in Rwanda. He came for a show. Then we catched up, and it was very good. And I do follow many things here in Kenya. I'm like, I don't know, like if my brothers here are aware of what is going on. But I do follow like Kenyan media, Kenyan things, entertainment. Like I know if you know better than me, you can be maybe like 20 or 30 ahead of me. But I also follow what is happening here. So it is my biggest pleasure to be here. And it's not about even a show, it's about the spirit behind the show that Tricky has put in a lot of work. So I'm very happy to be here. And as a stand-up comedian, I also do shows like this in Rwanda. I also, now you can check on my current comedy special, which I dubbed the Stupid Experience.
Wow.
And it was good. I've been to Nigeria. I'm just a stand-up comedian. So for Rwanda, forget about having beautiful girls. Think about having good comedians.
You will not confuse us.
So there are no beautiful girls.
No, they are there, but they are also some.
I didn't see any when I came. So.
You came drunk and you couldn't see. So we are very happy that you are here and you guys are good with the home welcome. Straight away from the airport here, everything's good. So today, I had, it's an accident that happened to me yesterday when I was about to come. I had two big bags and I forgot one at home. So some of the drugs are still in Rwanda, but today I will just be delivering 250.
It's not your show, man.
That's just few things that I'm still having. Others are remaining at Rwanda. I forgot the big bag. So I have 250 drugs. You have to bear with me, it's an accident that happened. It's okay. So make sure that you guys don't just be mad at me because I will try to make sure that those 250 will be good. So I can't wait just to see people there and perform. Wow. Thank you.
Once it's done, we'll just go to the airport.
When you're done, just
No.
It's a Tricky comedy show with Japhet. Anyways, so one more time, I'm happy to be here. I've been in Kenya for like about 9 days now. Been to Mombasa, went to Watamu. I've just been having fun in Kenya, and in anticipation for this show, I needed to just go around Kenya so I can scoop out some jokes. Unlike my brother that I forgot his. I didn't come with any. I wanted to get some from Kenya. I'm loving the weather, especially in Nairobi, cold as to Mombasa, which is very hot. I'm looking forward to this movement. This is good. I'm from West Africa. We are already, should I say, well up there in comedy. We embrace comedy a lot. And then Tricky had told me already that, Nairobi, you people love comedy, especially even from outside Kenya. So we're looking forward to having fun. I've been to his country, very slow people. You know that, right?
This guy was too loud. I've been to his country too, but if you want to have a good conversation, you have to go into fridge. Hot! Nigeria is hot.
This guy came to my country.
That's why they're always shouting, brother! Yeah?
It's the generators in Nigeria, that's why. Anyway, so we're looking forward to having an amazing time on stage. We are prepared. We've got our arsenal of jokes, cocked on, and
You said Arsenal?
arsenal of not the football club.
Oh.
The arsenal is a weapon. Yeah, I know.
No,
people
Arsenal,
understand.
is one. It's a team. It's a team.
And I've beautiful weather, beautiful women. Although Tricky says your women are, that's what he told me.
What?
He said the women are not beautiful. I think they are really
It
beautiful.
is true, but why should you say
Beautiful women. And anyways, just come have fun. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, mwanangu tokea Bongo, sijui kama Kiingereza itaweza kuflow ama.
Yeah, whatever he says.
Niaje?
Poa sana.
Mimi naona Tanzania Kiingereza wajui. Nani niwaambia hiki kitu?
Basi twende.
Sio okay Kiingereza. Maybe actually don't care hicho.
Actually,
Yeah, hicho kitu. Actually so is kusikana. Of course hii ni mara yangu ya 3. Yeah, nimekuja December kwa La Festival. I think ndio tumemeet na Tricky. And then tukawa na story hapo, akaniambia this dream ambayo anayo. Yeah, nilifurahi binafsi kwa sababu inatakiwa tuende sehemu, yani we have to make steps. Kwa hiyo this is my third time hapa na nimejiandaa of course. Natamani, unajua nyinyi wa Kenya, Tanzania bwana, Wakenya naona kama audience yenu iko mature. Watu wanaketi, yani unaelewa.
hiyo sio kuonaga, hiyo ni kweli.
Amna niko dangaje. For the place.
Umesema audience ya Tanzania sio machua kama yetu. Unajua unarudi huko kesho.
For the place.
Sawa.
For the place go.
Okay.
Wow, so ni pleasure. Nilifanya show yangu and man I was like, yeah, these people wanakaribisha mtu like wanafurahi, wanaenjoy. So nikasema alivyoniambia kuhusiana na hii event nyingine nikasema wow, I'll be there man. So actually ni match of Swahili. Yeah, kwa sababu unajua si ni Swahili speakers. Kwa sababu hata nyinyi mkija kule mnaongea Swahili, sio? Na nadhani hawa ndo customer wetu wa kwanza. Kwa hiyo that's why tunajaribu kuwasave sana hawa customer wa kwanza. East Africa is Swahili. Unajua West wao kuna namna yao ya kuzungumza, sio? Kwa nyimbo mimi nasikiliza.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, man. They have their own way
I
of
can,
speaking.
but I don't understand by this.
See that? Now West wao wana namna ya kuzungumza. Kuna nyimbo mimi sijui maana yake, lakini I enjoy the song na nini. You guys you have it. So natamani pia Swahili speakers tuweke hii culture ya kuzungumza kwa namna yetu. I think huo ndio utofauti wetu sisi na wao, sio? Kwa hiyo sijitetei, I'm just najaribu kufanya narrate how itafanyika. So nawakaribisha sana, karibuni sana kwenye show hiyo baadaye. And then pia karibuni Tanzania man. You guys people feel there man.
Tutakuja Tanzania. Tanzania toaja.
Tanzania tuna hospitality, wakarimu. So yeah man, thank you for everything.
Karibu Kenya.
Sauti inashika au tusogeze?
Sauti naona tukisongesha.
Sawa, tutusaidie
Naona
kidogo.
tusongeshe kidogo. Good afternoon.
We do really appreciate all of you for turning up and for making this happen, and also Kido for helping us do this. So thank you so much. By the name is Dr. Hilary Okello. I'm a medic and a stand-up comedian from Uganda.
Said you are a what?
I'm a medic.
So the doctor is not.
It's not a joke.
Okay.
So if you fall down here, then we can see what to do.
Oh.
Yeah. You said you had a running stomach?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see how fast it is running. So it's my second time in Nairobi, which is really a pleasure. Beautiful place, nice weather, and I like what Trick is doing because we are trying to dissolve the borders when it comes to comedy. I've done shows in Kigali, we have done Nairobi, we are doing Juba. We'd like to do West Africa, and it's good to have my brother here, so that at the end of the day, we try to tell African stories our way. Because a lot of comedians who are not from Africa tell jokes about Africa, but they have never really been here. So I feel like it's a great opportunity to have comedians who are born and raised in Africa to tell our own stories in such a beautiful way. So this is a step in the right direction, and I'm glad to be part of this dream. I was a bit worried when, because we follow what happens in the country. when I was flying in on Thursday, and Tricky told me, by the way, we riot on Thursday and Monday.
On Mondays, yes.
You people are organized. You even
Very
choose
organized.
days.
We are the most organized country in Africa.
You even choose days. You're like, no, let's do
We are
Monday
shared.
and
Yes.
Monday and Thursday.
Monday and
the other days we work.
We
Like
work.
today, people are seriously working.
Yes.
Yeah, Uganda, we just wake up. We just wake up. Whether it's Christmas, we just
Right.
we just ride.
We are very organized.
Yes, but it's really a pleasure, and tonight is going to be a great show. I can't wait. So if you're out there, you've not made your mind, I think it's about time you get yourself a ticket, and let's meet at Nairobi Cinema. Thank you.
Wow. Yes, Erick will say hi to us. He's not funny at all, but he's not part of our comedy. But he's our host around. And, it's good that he says hi. Say hi to our people.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, utasikika kweli? Utashika project kidogo tu.
Mimi ndio nimemia sauti.
Mhm.
How are you?
Good.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be amidst comedians. I think after this room I'm going to be also a practicing comedian in Kenya, also in Clarion, because I'm privileged. Yeah, thank you very much. I want to welcome you, Tricky. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to host this great event. I know we have been having your comedians around, and I hope you had a good sleep in Clarion. So Clarion is actually a 4-star hotel in the CBD, and we have good services. You can testify to that.
Before we proceed, Cherono, say hi to them.
Okay.
Hi.
We welcome questions. Is one member of our team, Maketh, comedian, is landing in a few minutes from South Sudan, so we will be having him tonight. And also Nasra. Nasra is doing a very good cause now in Wajir. She's working with some organizations to dispatch relief food to those guys, and she's part of them. So she will also be landing in Nairobi later on in the evening. We will be having her in the show. Which comedian? Kiunguro wanaandamana leo. He'll be also on stage tonight, and so many other talents will be on stage. Maybe now we can open up the questions.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to say thank you to the international stand-up comedians. I want to remind you guys that Kenya is a home of international stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
And welcome back home. Eric, thank you for your hospitality. Just to add one more, I want to start up with this conversation. I want to ask a question to Tricky and directly. Because we've seen most of international comedian artists coming to Kenya. Most of them end up sleeping in B&Bs. but we've seen it given our artists, our guests, a platform whereby they can get an experience of a 5-star hotel. Why Tricky?
I think it's time that we show, we respect the value that it's in artists. It's good that we respect them, and it's good that we give them the best of our stay when they come over to visit. I've visited several countries before, and they've treated me like a king. So I want to get back. I went to South Sudan, they treated me well. I went to Rwanda, they treated me so well. So when they were coming, I had to do something for them. So I had to look for a good place like the Clarion. I talked to the management, and we came up with a good deal. And here we are, because I want them to feel valued around.
All right, thank you so much. The floor is open to you guys. Maybe we can raise our hand if you want to say something, if you want to ask a question. I don't know where we can start from. Yeah?
So my question is,
It's good to introduce yourself.
okay, my name is Daphne Amisi, and I wanted to ask, which criteria were you using when choosing comedians and those people that will attend the show, like some of the celebrities?
The criteria I was using to, as you speak, there's one comedian joining us now, all the way from Kiunguro.
Where's that?
This one, a very funny man.
Kiongoro is in Central Africa.
Kiunguro is in Central
Europe.
It's in the map. It's in the map of Africa.
Central Europe.
I just added.
It's in the map of Kiambu County.
It's next to Wakanda.
Oh, forever.
forever. Welcome on board, comedian
Thank
Mitch.
you.
Maybe you can introduce yourself briefly.
Oh, thank you so much. My name is comedian Mitch from Kenya. To our guests, welcome home. Hope you're gonna break our leg tonight, right? That's what's up.
Thank you so much. Now, back to your question. You had asked about what criteria I used when I was coming up with this lineup.
Yeah, and also some of the celebrities expected to be there.
Okay. The criteria was very simple for me. I have a dream, and I'm on a mission. So I wanted to bring on stage some different taste of comedy. I wanted our audience to experience what is happening outside Kenya. That's why I settled for these guys from East and Central Africa. I didn't want to replicate what our audience already have in the country. I wanted them to sit down and have that experience of what a Nigerian has for us, what a Tanzanian guy has for us. And as Dr. Hilary said, we want to dissolve these boundaries using comedy and art. Because at the end of the day, art should be used to connect people and put them on the same platform and make them enjoy and share their stories. So that is my mission. That's why I invited these guys from outside. And just to back up the show, I had to invite my friend Mitch, we've grown together from scratch, and Nasra from Kenya. The celebrities who will be coming over, I just talk about the ones who have confirmed. So I can just mention them a few. I don't need so many celebrities in the show. It's a show that I just want my good audience to come and have fun. I think Garden Angel will be coming with his sweetheart. I also think Bahati will be in the house. Major Okonko is coming through. Akote anakuja, by the way. Churchill himself will be there, but as an audience and as a bazoo now. He's not coming there to host. Sasa yeye anakuachia kidogo tumchekeshe. Just a few, but to mention.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Maybe a question
Yes.
to Daktari. Daktari, why comedy and you have a profession?
Oh, you're very concerned. No, I still practice. But then, there's I find art cannot survive without science, and science cannot survive without art. So I feel it's a good mix. You know how they say laughter is the what?
Medicine.
Is the best medicine. So I'm like the ambassador. So
No, you are the whole pharmacy.
the one. So I think it's a good thing to make people laugh, to make people happy, but also at the same time to improve our medical systems in East Africa. So yes, it's just trying to find a balance of art and science.
A question to MC Tricky.
Yes.
Circuit, why circuit, and how long will it take to have the show?
Good question. Circuit, I derived that name from my engineering classes. A circuit, but everybody knows about a circuit. A simple circuit is made up of components which are put together, and at the end of the day we have power. So for me, a circuit is in 2 dimensions. Number one, these are different components from different phases of the world, or else of the continent, and we are coming together and we will be connected through laughter to produce some power, or else to shed some light. That is the deep meaning of the circuit. Again, circuit also has that factor of this not happening once. I will host these guys today. Tomorrow, the circuit is moving to somewhere else. So next we'll be here and announcing that we are all going to Tanzania, Arusha, with Nalimi hosting us. Next, we'll move to Rwanda. Jafet will host us. Next, we go to Nigeria. Phronesis will be hosting us. So this is a group of guys who are sharing a common dream, and we are coming together to have this happen time and again, not just once.
MC Tricky.
Yes, sir.
My name is Chief from Plug TV.
Thank you
I
so
have
much.
this question. I'm pretty sure at the event you're going to have a red carpet.
Yes.
And of course, your audience will be expecting you to walk in with somebody special, somebody like your better half, maybe to flavor the event. Should we expect her to be shown today?
I will be introducing my wife officially today.
It's not me, no. What you
Why is he looking at me?
I know what I will do my wife.
Because I'm scared of Nigerian men. Nigerian men in Nairobi, we know you guys. We don't introduce our girlfriends near. I don't know.
They live in churches.
Officially after the show, there will be a very big cake cutting session and we'll be celebrating this dream. And at that moment, if you miss the show, you'll miss everything. And you'll never see her anywhere because we want to record this for everybody. Just live.
So you just show her and then you hide her.
Yes,
Maybe I'll get her number. Okay.
yes.
And is she Kenyan?
And I'm serious, by the way,
Is
because
she
I should
Kenyan?
get married this year.
Is she from Kenya?
She's Kenyan, but she looks like a Rwandese.
MC Tricky,
Yes.
unajua we ni mcheshi sana
Asante.
na una talanta
Asante.
na utakubaliana nami, nyota yako iling'aa ukiwa Churchill Show
Ukweli.
na umeanzisha hii hafla yako kipindi chako.
Yes.
So utakuwa na perform bado Churchill Show?
Very good question. Churchill Show happens frequently, like weekly or monthly. I will be very much on stage. On Churchill Show, I will be rehearsing for the specials because this tricky comedy circuit will be happening quarterly in a year, the way we planned it. So comedy is just like wine, they say. The more you be on stage, the finer you get. Yeah.
Asante.
MC,
Yes, sir.
you mentioned that to introduce your girlfriend. So
My wife, my friend.
your wife.
I have so many girlfriends, but today is my wife.
Maybe you can tell us if we should expect Rubebi Pia and
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, Rubebi is coming through the show. Yeah, she'll be around.
Is she
And
part
your
of your
question,
girlfriends?
you may counter your question.
Is she one of your girlfriends?
Don't worry, come to the show, you'll know.
Tricky.
Yes.
This is Martin Dean.
Yes, man.
And you just mentioned the people that will be coming, maybe celebrities and fellow comedians. But there is this one person called Erick Omondi, the president of comedy. We haven't heard of you maybe mentioning him. Maybe you can tell us more about the invitation.
Why should I mention him? This show is about MC Tricky and Tricky Comedy Circuit. This is not Erick Comedy Circuit, so I don't know. I don't have any reason to mention him unless you have an issue.
Invitation, I mean.
Oh yeah, I've invited all my fellow comedians in Kenya, and they are all coming through. That one is for my fellow comedians. They always come. It's like obvious they will come.
Do you feel like he's the president of comedy, maybe?
No, I don't feel so.
Why?
Because in comedy there's no president. You are as good as your last performance. I might be the president today, and this guy becomes the president the next hour.
And you know Ugandans, we don't read.
I become president. Comedy is not like politics that you get votes and you be president. No, comedy is everybody's a president at their own time on stage. Even an upcoming comedian can be a president.
Okay, just to add up on that question.
Yes.
We know probably since I'm pretty sure you are also inviting Erick Omondi to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, whenever he shows up at a particular place, there must be protocol, legions of security, security dogs here and there. Have you been able to provide all that for Erick Omondi?
Provide what?
Security, bodyguards, sniffer dogs.
This is not a Sarakasi show. There is no room for that nonsense. This is a tricky comedy circuit. And let me tell you something. That's something that we are working on. We want to sanitize this industry, comedy industry. We want to provide content. Just content, nothing else. I know this, what do you call it?
Showbiz.
Mutandao. Showbiz is very important. But I think content is most important. So for me, I'm not for any showbiz. I don't need dogs in my show for my show to happen. I just need content. You understand? Because I know this content, once I package it well, it will sell even 5 years later. But I do some showbiz today. I bring a pregnant girl on stage. It will just elapse in 2 weeks. So I always fight for content, and that's what I'm working on.
You've just mentioned that you'll be introducing your wife today.
Yes.
And maybe what has kept you, maybe kept you maybe waiting for the introduction for this long time? Maybe umefanya like umemweka kando sana.
Sijamweka kano, nimekuwa na mademu wengi, so nimekuwa nikijaribu kufikiria demu gani. So you have to take time. Huwezi tu kukimbilia mtu. Marriage is a serious craft. Si eti ni kitu ya kukimbilia. Are you married?
Yes.
Unaona sasa.
And this tricky circuit,
Yes.
maybe you can tell us how long maybe will it be taking, or is it a long time plan, or it is only for today and
It's long term. We have already explained that. It's happening, and not only in Kenya. The only thing which will be changing is the word tricky. I just had tricky there because I'm the host here. So the next circuit, we will have another title and it will be happening. So it's a long-term dream.
Now, about coming up with the tricky circuit comedy,
Yes.
maybe you can tell us the main challenge you faced maybe in planning the tricky circuit comedy show, and also how much maybe you've spent.
Of course, you have already answered yourself. The main challenge is that how much I have spent. That is the main challenge, of course, of having such a big gig like this. It's always the capital to run everything. Doing an event is very expensive. In fact, it's very expensive. So I can't quantify the amount of money, but if you interview me after the show tomorrow, I'll be having a figure. But so far, millions have been spent.
And maybe, Mr. Tricky, I'm Walter, maybe if I may ask you, how long did it maybe take you to organize all this particular event?
Oh, very good question. I think I started, when you're coming up with something like this, you have stages or phases. You have to start with the, getting the whole idea being born, and then try to pull strings slowly by slowly. You can't just organize all these things in one way. You have to take time. So I can say this idea was born a long time ago, but pole too. Then now the actualization started, I can say, December last year. That's when now I made the decision of I will be holding it 31st of March. That's when I started preparing for this show.
All right. I have a question for Jafet. Sorry. So we've not had so many comedians from Rwanda. Why is that? Do we have comedy shows in Rwanda? Maybe you can tell us much about that.
Thank you. I don't know, because maybe I think here, but here you've had Arthur has been here.
Yes, Arthur
has been here. But I think Rwanda is we are one of the smallest countries. I think we are now.
You are the smallest, not one of them.
No, there are others.
Like
what about Burundi? Maybe the other countries which are in the same class with us.
Rwanda is a small one.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
The president is aware of our names. All of us.
You have the roll call.
I think
like Jafet has gone out.
You can see you and call you by
Jafet
your
has
name.
left.
So the reason why I think it is just like this, I can call it a revolutionary movement. Because that's why I've come out. Because you sometimes sit and see that you have made it, you have done a lot of things in your country. But at the end of the day, I don't think that you can sit and feel good when you are maybe posting your content and you see it is only Kenyans who are watching it. You need also to see that, sometimes maybe on your monetizations you check, you say, are they watching? Where are they watching? You feel like you're progressing. Sure. So back to my content now. That's what I thought about, and I was like, yes, we have one or two who are going in the other countries, but there is some other comedians, because Rwanda before, we are a very nice country, to the point we are colonized with two countries. And from there, French dominated. And as of this country, I think...
The horses, my God. Yes, the ability of, I believe, which, I've been having tea with some of my brothers here, and I realized something, every unique comedian has the ability to create a joke on the spot. Yes. And then with, us speaking, we've been laughing and having a chit chat, so it's impossible for me to have moved around everywhere from, Watamu to Malindi, coming back to Mombasa, then back to Nairobi. I was using the SGR all through. I love to explore, so there have been a lot of jokes here and there, people I've met. So you're going to hear some of them, but not now. What was the question again?
Yeah, what are you expecting tonight?
Oh, okay. We forget a lot in Nigeria. So. Tonight, I haven't been to the venue yet. We're going for a sound check. I mean, after all of this, and I've checked out the venue online, and it has a comedy feel. You know, there are venues that are hostile to comedy shows. There are venues that, you know, once you get on stage, you know that this venue is embracing to comedy. You know, from what I saw on pictures and videos, I think it's a very beautiful venue. You know, and I'm expecting to be. I love to laugh a lot, not just entertain. I love to sit and get blown away by multicultural jokes from my brother from Tanzania and Dr. Hilary from Uganda and Japhet from Rwanda, and then Tricky. I've been watching Tricky's videos online as well. So I just love to hear things that are different from where I'm coming from, you know, from our old presidents. Anyways, moving on to other things. You know, so
South Africa and feel an array of guys who know MC Tricky and just come to my show and I perform a special comedy. That is the ultimate dream. And this is where we start. I have to start home. My fans from day one out on Tatumia, they come and we move slowly towards that dream.
Okay. Yeah. For any normal Kenyan, they'd assume maybe you'd call these from Kenya, you'd call these famous, should I say, comedians to your stage, but you decided to call him to your stage. Like, what is it that you considered when you like put him into the circuit?
Who is him? I have a name.
Oh, Beach.